Morning, everyone. Today I think I must maybe just read my paper, otherwise maybe I'll continue until 11 o'clock, and then we have a problem, because then Gerrit will continue until 12 or 1. So excuse me if I read a bit. I just don't want to miss anything, and I don't want to repeat myself too much. So today is Resurrection Sunday, and it's a time to reflect on God's grace and how death was exchanged for life. And it's time to think about the gospel and the good news. And the great thing about the gospel is that we can even connect it to giving. And I'll explain that just now. Giving is good news, that's what I'm saying. Let's start reading in Luke 9, verse 13. But he said to them, "You give them something to eat." They said, "We have no more than 5 loaves and 2 fish, unless perhaps we go and buy food for all these people." And he said to his disciples, "Have them sit down to eat in groups of about 50 each." They did so and had them all sit down. Then he took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and he looked up to heaven, gave thanks, blessed them, broke them, and kept giving them to the disciples to set before the crowd. Now, there are 3 phrases that I've actually, I've written it here in bold. Let me repeat those three phrases. We have no more than. We have no more than whatever. And then, but then he took and he kept giving. We have no more. He took, he kept giving. And also, if we read in 1 Kings 17, we read about the widow who gave her last meal to Elijah. It was all she had, her last meal, a little bit of oil, a little bit of flour. But then she reaped God's endless supply when the flour and the oil did not run dry. So it's actually the same principle. But we have no more. This is all I have. And even if we think about, we think it's different, but it's not. You know, in Mark 14, we read about the woman who poured the oil, the perfume on Jesus, not the oil, sorry, the perfume, the expensive perfume. And you know what Jesus' response was? I saw it the first time. She did what she could. Shame. So what Jesus did here, he acknowledged her limitations. Even if it's a year's wages, shame, she did what she could. Maybe that's not what he meant, but that's what I read. With the widow with the 2 coins, she gave all she had. Shame. Not shame, it's actually not shame. He acknowledges our limitations. You did what you could. You gave all you had. So when we give, he acknowledges our limitations in giving. But then we bring that, whether it's a year's wages, expensive perfume, 2 coins, it doesn't matter what it is. He takes it, and then we witness an exchange. We witness life instead of death. We witness abundant supply. We witness just this limitless supply instead of our limitations. And what I thought about is that we can even apply this to other areas in our lives as well. If wherever we see lack, wherever we see dryness, wherever we see brokenness, wherever we see limits, just surrender it to Jesus. Just give it to him, together with your money. Today, let's do it a bit different. We know we want to support Gerrit. We know we want to support the church. We know we want to give as much as we can. But let's not think about that today. You are welcome to bring a year's wages. You are welcome to bring 2 coins. If you don't even have a coin, take a thread from your shirt. I don't care what it is, but bring something today as a token of your limitations. And as an opportunity for God to say, Lord Jesus, this is what I have. Take it. Look, Jesus, this is my energy today. I need more. Give me more energy. This is my love. It doesn't matter what it is. This is my money. This is my finances. It's yours. I need more. I need your life. I'm tired of death. I'm tired of brokenness. So bring what you have. And if we give today, let's just give as an act of surrender. And you say, here it is, Jesus, I am not even enough. I don't have enough. And we don't just put money in the basket or even a thread or whatever it is, your purse, whatever it is. You give yourself. You know, there's also a link between the heart and the money, because God said, where your treasure is, there your heart will be. So we give this as an act of surrender. Jesus, I give myself. I give my money, and I do it with expectation. What do I expect? I expect to reap life. I expect to reap abundance. I expect to reap more love. I expect to reap more finances. I expect to reap like that tree planted by the water, something that will just flourish and never run dry. God can do something with your limitation. His strength is made perfect in our weakness. It all fits so well together. Actually, giving is the gospel, if you think about it the right way. Forget about people. Forget about Gerrit. Forget about the church. It's your time with God now. Something else that I also noticed, you know that we told us about where the Bible tells us about the widow with the two coins. It said that Jesus was sitting there, watching what they're putting in what they're bringing. Some brought a lot, and the widow had 2 coins. So just imagine Jesus sitting here. He's not judgmental, but he's taking notice. That's what I want to say. He's noticing what we do when we give. So I asked Gerrit to play that song, I Surrender All. So make time. I want you really to take this, just to see Jesus. Take your time with him. Bring something. Even if you go to the card machine or to your phone's app or to the basket, I don't care. Even if bring something, do something. Surrender it. Surrender your dryness, surrender your limitations, and watch what Jesus will do. Then he took and he kept giving.